I had been interested in borders and border issues for a while. In my undergrad, I studied international affairs, and I always found that borders were kind of a footnote in a lot of the material that we were covering, but we never covered kind of the role of borders in depth. And so I always sought opportunities outside of the classroom for that, through internships along the US-Mexico border. And when I was getting ready to graduate, I started looking into opportunities, and I found this MA at Queen's, which is in a region that's highly impacted by its border. And it just seemed like a very unique place to study what I was interested in with people who have thought about this and thought about borders a lot more than I have. I have the Fulbright Scholarship, which covers your tuition and also covers your housing and your food. So it's a pretty comprehensive grant. And there's tons of benefits outside of, purely the financial aspects. So you have access to a National Trust card, which allows you to have access to tons of properties in Northern Ireland. You can get into the Giant's Causeway Visitor Center for free, which is very cool. You also have a community of other people who are studying things that are vastly different than what you're studying, which I think in a master's program is really cool because you're so focused on this one topic and you get to meet people who are doing things that are super interesting and vastly different from what you're studying, and that's just very fun to speak to people about that. Last semester I took a Global Security and Borders course. That's kind of the core course for this program. And we had a 2-week presentation on Brexit, and we had basically the 2 major experts on Brexit at Queen's come and talk to our class. And one of them had just talked to the Brexit minister before visiting our classroom and gave us the whole update. And where else can you get that in a classroom and in a master's? That's just amazing. Queen's is just a gorgeous campus. Most of the buildings are brick. It's so well landscaped. I use tons of the facilities. You will always find me in the library or the graduate school. And this semester for my program, we have an internship, and Queen's has given us office space as master's students, which I don't know another university that would do that. So I definitely use Queen's facilities all the time. Belfast and Northern Ireland are beautiful. So I'm from Florida, which has lots of coasts, but the coasts here are just incredible. I love having mountains. There are so many green spaces and natural areas in Belfast, despite you being in a pretty big city where you can find most everything you could need or want. So I love Belfast. It's a beautiful city. I am interested in going to law school, but I definitely want to work first beforehand with immigration and border issues to kind of get a better understanding of how things go on the ground, because you can study border issues as much as you'd like, but they never reflect the actuality on the ground. So after this, I'll probably work for a few years and then maybe go to law school, but I'm not sure. If you're thinking about coming here, definitely reach out to students who are already here. I found that so helpful to talk to someone who had already been in the program. They're going to be honest with you about the challenges and also the really exciting things, and can give you a really good feel for what it's like to live here.